In the Victorian high country, the tracks are steep, the drops are real, and Billy Goats Bluff is king. It is one of the steepest climbs in the country, over 1,000 metres above sea level in just a few brutal kilometres. White knuckles, wide views, and a track that doesn't forgive mistakes. This is what the high country is all about. This trip series proudly sponsored by Kenda Tyres Australia and Dobinson Spring and Suspension Adelaide.
Well, we have woken up to a perfect weather day this morning, but we had a big conversation at camp last night and we have decided to move on from the Victorian high country today, just because we are struggling to find those hard tracks. Speaking with some locals in Dargo this morning, it would appear that they grade the tracks once a year, and we have come just after they've graded the tracks. So it's unfortunate for us that we haven't managed to find exactly what we're looking for in terms of the hardcore four-wheel driving. But at the same time as well, not everyone wants to head straight off this morning. So what we're going to do is we've actually split the convoy. 3 of us are heading up to Billy Goats Bluff, which is a very iconic track here in the high country, and something that I think is well worth doing while we're so close. And some of the others are heading straight to a national park a little bit closer to the South Australian border, which from their local knowledge has a lot of concentrated hard tracks that we can really test out our vehicles on. So spend a couple of days over there over the next couple of days, but not before checking out Billy Goats Bluff. So look, it has not been a disappointment at all. The high country is still an absolutely amazing place to visit. We've seen a lot of cool scenery, and we've still had some good days on the tracks. Just a couple of long days in the car, which I think is a little bit tiring and fatiguing, but nevertheless, we've still had a great time. We're just about to turn off the bitumen after spending the morning in Dargo, and we're going to make our way out to Billy Goats Bluff, which I'm sure will be a great track to drive this morning.
Just the drive out towards the start of Billy Goats Bluff, the track provides some awesome turns, switchbacks, and again, that iconic Victorian scenery. This water crossing symbolising just how pure and untouched this area really is.
Here we are, Billy Goats Bluff. We're on the first section of the ascent now. Tyres are lowered, low range activated, centre diff lock on. Let's see what we can find up here.
It soon became evident that we finally found a track that hadn't been graded this season. Time to see what was in store. Now I'll say it again, the cameras never pick up just how steep these tracks are, and with the off-camber angles, deep ruts and sharp rocks, it makes for a great drive. It wasn't long before we made it to the helipad, which is about 1/3 of the way up the track, and we were met with the local recovery crews, recovering and towing out a Isuzu D-Max with a broken CV from this track.
Time to leave the helipad. We are starting our descent, getting ready for the larger climb on Billy Goats Bluff. This is one of the longest uninterrupted climbs in the Victorian high country of over 750 metres. fairly steep, fairly rocky, fairly narrow, and I'm sure it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. We've got absolutely perfect weather conditions for it. Should be an awesome view from the top. Anyway, let's get stuck into it.
This track has its moments, where the cambers, the gradients and the line selection can provide some uneasy angles in the driver's seat. Not a track I'd recommend for beginners without support, and for those experienced drivers, recovery gear and spares go a long way, as I'm about to find out.
So probably about halfway up Goats Bluff at the moment, and yeah, we've got the front of the cruiser is ticking like a metronome. That front left CV has degraded quickly. It was clicking at the start of this trip, but not so much, but it is definitely on its way out. And this track is not one that you want to be stuck on the side of without being prepared. So we found a bit of a flat spot. We've got the CV master himself, Robbie down here, who's done a fair few on his cruiser. So
I've had to do it a couple of times.
just a few, including once on this trip already.
Yeah.
So we're going to whip this wheel off. We're going to get the CV out, put a new one in, and continue on. Better be safe than sorry.
Yep.
I think it might be my CV one.
Yeah, sorry, but
Over there. Well, how's that? I reckon that was about 20 minutes. Brand new genuine CV, put on the cruiser right on the side of the longest uninterrupted climb on Goats Bluff, one of the toughest tracks we've done so far in the Victorian High Country. And we're out here changing a CV. I will give it to Attila. He did say this morning at camp, we've got a nice section of grass here, perfect conditions, why don't we change it early? Want to see how far it went? It turns out it really didn't go that far, but you travel with guys with the right tools and it makes the job very, very easy. Very grateful. Thank you, Robbie.
With the new axle installed, it was time to continue up this awesome track.
there we have it. That was Billy Goats Bluff. We finally found what is a reasonable track in the high country, one that hasn't been graded this season. Granted, it wasn't wet, but it wasn't busy either. And just to make things a little bit more complicated, we got to change the CV on the cruiser right in the middle of that huge climb. But it's all a huge adventure and well worth the views. So now we're just going to be pulling up to the pinnacles, and I'm looking forward to a bit of a break and a really nice view.
With the tracks completed, it was time for us to start making our way out of the high country to meet up with the rest of the convoy. Into Melbourne and towards the South Australian border, we drove well into the night. Next time on the Victorian High Country Trip series.
We've come across our first hill climb, and I think hill climb is a gentle way of putting it. This thing is like a wall.
Okay, so I'm nervous. It's a bit of an understatement in this section.
It goes to show just how easily something unexpected can happen.